Hi everyone, this is David Wicks, and this is a rebroadcast of the Thursday night live session from February 3rd, 2011. We were in the middle of that broadcast when we were told by CIS that the SPU network was completely saturated with Netflix users. So on that particular Thursday night, there obviously wasn't enough homework to do because there were many students in their dorm rooms watching Netflix movies, and I guess it's always possible that they were multitasking. But in any event, it ended our broadcast early, and so I'm re-recording this on a Saturday morning. Let's get started. We had 4 items on our agenda. I'm going to have to change that to 3 because the fourth was your questions, and I don't have those. I checked the discussion board before starting and didn't see any new questions, so we'll just focus in on these first 3. The first thing on our agenda is the QuestGarden WebQuest project, and I think people are making progress on that now. I needed to clarify the date. So I have reposted documents that let you know that the draft for that is February 21st. That's when I'd like to see a draft by. And then the final doesn't have to be till the end of the term. But keep in mind that this is a 30-day trial when you start your project. So if you go beyond 30 days, you'll need to pay the $20 for a two-year subscription. And it should be easy to complete it in 30 days. Once you walk yourself all the way through the process and you're pretty sure of your idea, then you can let me know, submit the draft to me by posting the link in the website. Then from there, I can give you some feedback. You can make any modifications you want to make and submit a final version to me, which will be assessed using the rubric that's linked um, on the evaluation page of my WebQuest. If there are any further questions on the WebQuest project, please let me know. Post those questions on the discussion board. Be happy to answer them. Then we're going to combine the next 2 together as we're going to take a look at Standard 3. And as we're looking at Standard 3, we want to talk about the Explain a Technology group website project because they go hand in hand. I'm hoping that you can use what you create in the group project as an artifact for your Standard 3 blog post. So let's go ahead and move to that. And I'm quickly showing here on the screen um, the Standard 3. And in this, a teacher who is successfully demonstrating competency on this standard is modeling digital age work and learning. And so as a teacher, you're demonstrating that you are fluent with technology systems. Not all technology systems. I think that's a misconception by many that educational technologists or teachers who use educational technology are somehow fluent in all educational technology, and that's just not really possible anymore. You should be able to demonstrate that you use technology um, effectively, efficiently to collaborate with students, their parents, peers, um, and others. And so we'll be able to demonstrate that with our project. Um, you should be able to um, communicate effective ideas or information using digital media, digital formats. So your blogs could be one example of that, how you possibly could use your blogs to communicate ideas with others, as well as tools like the one I'm using right now, which is a screencasting tool called Camtasia for Mac. And you can get a free trial of it either for a Mac or a PC from techsmith.com. But there's also, TechSmith also makes a tool called Jing. And if you look up Jing Project, Jing Project, if you do a search on that, you'll find that you can download a free Jing recorder that you could use to make your own screencasts and share with your students or peers. And then the the final performance indicator here is that you're modeling, facilitating effective uses of current and emerging digital tools to locate, analyze, and evaluate, as well as use information resources to support research and learning. So, how are you using digital tools to find information, analyze information to support research and learning? And so we'll be looking at that as part of our project. So let's just jump right to a little graphic that I have here that I hope will help you get a big picture of what you're going to be doing on this group project, and then we'll look a little further into this. So on the Explain a Technology Group website project, the basic idea is that you're on a team and you are going to build a website where you're going to provide information about a technology that you decide to focus in on with your group members. You'll read the WebQuest that I'm providing you in our course. Then you'll find out who's on your team. You'll introduce yourselves to each other. This particular project, I'm having people who are in different sections work together, I tried to line you up according to your intro, where you were talking about not only your disciplines but your passions. But you're going to introduce yourselves to each other. You're going to work together to figure out what your project is. And in doing so, you can look at Prensky's work and talk about the nouns and the verbs. And so, what are those skills that uh, all of you on your group find that your students need to be able to demonstrate? And then, what are the tools that they might be able to use, digital tools they might be able to use to demonstrate those skills, to help them demonstrate those skills. So that's where you get a start to try to figure out what you're going to focus in on, what will be the technology that you focus in on. So once you decide that, and it could be, it could be a technology that's a very classroom specific technology, like an interactive whiteboard, like Prometheus or Smartboard, or your tool could be software based. It could be something like a learning management system, or it could be something like mind mapping software. You'll decide what that particular tool is once you get together in your group. And then you're going to have to figure out how you're going to do it, because the project's asking you to build a website, and the website is built using Google Sites, which is a wiki tool. So you will be collaborating together. And in terms of a definition, a wiki, it's the Hawaiian word for quick. And so the idea with a wiki is that people can collaboratively build a website together quickly, and that's what you will be doing. Okay, so let's just quickly then go back to that standard. And so just so you can see, performance indicator A, you're going to demonstrate to us that you're fluent on a particular technology tool. You'll be explaining that to us as part of your your project. You're going to be, in this case, on Performance Indicator B, collaborating with your peers to build this website, and you'll be using a tool, Google Sites, to communicate your ideas with us. And that same tool, Google Sites, you could use to communicate with your students or parents, colleagues. And then finally, the Performance Indicator D, the research that you do to put the website together, you're going to be telling us about the pros and cons of the technology, some of the what maybe the literature says about the technology, and then your own personal ideas. You'll synthesize all that, and really at the end of the day, you'll come back and tell us whether or not you recommend this technology and possibly who you recommend it to. Maybe it works for one audience but not another. Okay, so let's jump to Blackboard then. And if you go into the standard 3 um, under documents is where you'll find that, weeks 5 and 6. And here's where you'll see the collaborative website, the Wiki project. So if you click on that link, you'll be able to read through the introduction, the tasks, the process, the evaluation, conclusion, credits. This is where you'll find this particular project. And one of the things that I've done on this, instead of me making screencasts as part of you demonstrating the ability to search and find what you need, you're going to be responsible for finding tutorials that explain to you how to create a Google site. So I'm going to go back to Blackboard now, and I'm going to show you quickly, maybe a little confusing if I go to my SPU, and you won't have this same list here that I have, but you should see that you have in a Teaching with Technology group projects. You should see that you now have that link, and if you click on it, it will take you in. I'm going to turn my editing mode off here so it looks more like yours. But this is a resource where you're going to see who is on your team. And so if you go under groups, you will just see the group that you're in. But here are all the groups, and I'm not going to actually click on one, but you'll see the group. So you'll be able to click on that, and you'll be able to see the group you're in, and you'll also see that you have a discussion board where you can work from, and you have contact information for each other. And so as quick as possible after you've read through the WebQuest describing the project, you should begin to work together, make a plan so that you can get this project finished by the end of the month. And I think you'll find that it's fairly doable. I do, let me point out another resource that's a little bit hidden, and that it's if I go back to the project and we look at the teacher page, and if you go to the resources, here's an example project. So this is something students did in the past, where you can see that they chose interactive whiteboards as their topic. And so they explained what the current research is, what they felt to be the positive aspects, possible drawbacks, and their personal statements, what they felt, how they felt this technology could be best used. They included all that information. So it's not, if we look at these individual pages, they're not huge. If you want to organize it in bullet points or paragraphs, that's up to you. But the amount of information that you need to provide, not looking, for pages and pages, or I'm not looking for you to write a report. The goals of this project are, I want you to demonstrate that you can collaborate together, that you can create this website together, and that you can actually inform your colleagues about a particular technology. And so hopefully when we're finished with the project, everybody walks away with I think there are 13 teams. Everybody walks away with 13 websites that could be a quick um, information source on a particular technology. And I don't have any expectations that they all be unique. If two or three groups decide that what they're very interested in is the same thing, then that's okay. You're not actually those groups won't work together, but at the end of the day, you'll see each other's resources. Okay, well I think we'll go back quickly to our agenda, and I think that should take care of us. Gives you a brief overview of the technology project, the explain the technology project. And so if you've got questions, let me know on the discussion board. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And we're about halfway through the course, so looking forward to the next 5 weeks. Have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.